So I get this question a lot. How did you earn multiple six figures in your first year? And I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. And the first thing I want to tell you is why I chose to do it. I left from teaching. That was secure income, stable income. I left it because I was tired of what I was experiencing as a teacher of color in a predominantly Caucasian teaching district, and I was receiving unfair treatment after I had put so many years into the field because I moved to a new location. So at that time, I already knew I wanted to leave teaching. I knew since 2017, not because of the students, but because I absolutely was ready to go after my dreams. And that year in 2021, it was September of 2021, my last straw occurred. I won't go deep into what happened, but it was ridiculous enough for me to say, why am I investing all of my time into other organizations becoming better? Because I was teacher of the year several times. I was a good educator. So I decided in 2021, after the whole crises of the world where we were all on lockdown, to finally go after my dreams. And I'm glad I did. Here are the things that I did. The very first thing I did was I created 2 online courses. When I created them, I had no idea what to do with those online courses. I did not know how to sell them. I definitely did not know how to market them correctly. So what I decided to do while I was driving Uber was to learn how to market. So I bought other programs that I heard that were doing well. So I invested in a program. I bought the Roadmap 3.0. I could not sell it. For 2 months, I could not make one single sale. So I'm like, so I bought a course that everybody says is popular and I still can't sell it. And so I literally had to go back to the drawing board and understand what was happening with me. So I went and I got a mentor. And my mentor said, Sonia, 80% of what is happening and why you're not making the sale is because it's up in your thought processes. So I had to change my thought processes and believe that I was capable of having a multi-six-figure income. I had to believe that I could make online sales. So at that time, I had taken another program where I was going to learn marketing. All that program taught was how to get up and how to go live and how to market. So by me going live over and over, I began to really develop my online sales pitch. I got better and better, and I started getting sales. And when I got my first sale, I literally was just exhausted because I had not built up enough stamina to sustain going on a live stream for a whole hour or 2 hours because I didn't know what to say, really. I didn't know. So I got my note cards and I put stuff on note cards and I would flip through the note cards and it was like those, and I wrote the note cards in red and green and blue. So I got 3 Sharpies and I wrote out note cards and I would flip through the note cards on my live stream. And people were stopping. And because I was flipping through the note cards, they would stop and read the card and they would listen to what I was saying. But I made my very first sale. And I'm going to tell you what I did is when I developed an avatar and I decided I was only going to speak to one person. I'm not speaking to everybody anymore. I'm just going to speak. Matter of fact, I'm about to speak to myself, and I'm going to speak to how myself and where I was when my children were in daycare. And I'm going to talk to that young girl who was lost. And I got lost and I got on there and y'all, I started speaking to myself and I said, aren't you tired of dropping your child off at a facility and not knowing if you're going to come back and they're going to be the same way they were when you drop them off? And that's what happens when we put our trust in these systems. And that's when I started getting sales. Boom, they start coming in. They started coming in, right? I literally had to take down my guard, quit being afraid of being what people call too much, and communicate in a way that my ideal avatar understood. It was then that I began making lots and lots of money. I created my own program, my own MRR program, my own school community, and that is where things began to take off. Within a matter of weeks, it had grown to 2,500 members. Y'all, I have worked with over 3,500 clients in less than 1 year. This is how I scaled to multiple six figures. And I did that because I didn't just offer them the community, but I also offered one-to-one coaching. I also offered sales strategy. I offered many things inside of the community that many people were purchasing. And here is where everything shifted and I began to earn even more money. I learned how to do high ticket sales. My MRR program, when I first started it, I was telling people, oh, yo, I just want to help everybody. I want everybody to be able to afford it. But what I found was when you price something really low and really inexpensive, people don't believe in it enough to do the work. So you have got to charge people so that they understand how valuable what you have is and how valuable what you have to teach them is. Because it does not pay to be the next cheapest in the room. And so I started learning new language. I started investing in programs that taught me a whole new way to look at sales. You need a mentor and you need to invest in something and somebody who's going to be able to teach you how to get to multi-figure years if you want to succeed. And that is exactly what I did. I did not whimper. I did not stop. And more than anything, I stayed consistent. And you have got to show up, be consistent, tell your story, because you do need good messaging. So I also invested in learning how to attach the correct messaging. And then guess what? On top of that, I had to quit worrying about what people thought because I was scared. Oh man, people going to be like, oh, she's doing one of those online things. I'm just trying to sell a course to help some people to get unstuck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get unstuck while I'm trying to help people get unstuck. So I had to get a mentor. Let me tell you something. A mentor needs a mentor. A coach needs a coach. And that is one of the things that you are going to have to realize if you're trying to scale. You're going to need somebody who has already done it to show you the way. Don't think twice, because wealthy people do not sit around fumbling over investing $2,000 or $3,000 if it's going to earn them $100K. It doesn't make sense. And if it does, can somebody make it make sense to me? Because I didn't think twice about the money that I invested in everything that I have been able to get back from doing that. And I want you to know that in this season, if you are ready to take control of your life, if you're ready to see this type of earning, I have a masterclass that doesn't cost a thing. I'll drop that in the descriptions. I also have a program that you can get started right now today where I walk you through step by step on how to do this. Because here's the thing. If you are sitting here and asking yourself, how can I find out how to do this for free? You're already not my ideal client, because I need people who really are ready to learn how to get to the next level. And if you don't understand how money works, you can't do that. Money likes movement. Money likes energy. And let me tell you, all the principles of money are the same no matter what your belief system is. You can pay tithes and get more money. You can donate and get more money. You can invest in what somebody already knows to teach you and get more money. The principles don't change because of the situation. So in this season, you just have to decide. Just decide. I'm doing this. And I teach you all the power of getting rid of side hustles. I don't believe in side hustles anymore. You don't have to do side hustles in order to make loads, tons of money. Stop it. People who are pulling you in, hey, here's a way to make 500 quick dollars. Listen, let me tell you something. That's their hustle, that's their grind, but I don't do side hustle. I teach you how to serve people at your highest level so that you can help other individuals break free from the things that are keeping them trapped. I believe in the society of greatness that we are the light keepers on this planet. And in order to be a light keeper, you have got to want to serve others. You have got to want to give back. You have got to want to make the world a better place. And you cannot do that if you are so busy worried about the next side hustle so you can make a quick dollar. No editing, no caps, real talk. If you're ready for that type of change, check out my webinar. And if you know you're ready, get in the program, because I don't teach you side hustles, but I do teach you how to build a movement, a group of people, a community who care about you and what it is you have to offer. And I teach you how to create that offer on top of everything else. And if this language sounds fuzzy, don't worry, you'll learn it sooner or later if you're serious about scaling to multiple six figures in 1 year. Make sure, if you found this useful, that you all like and subscribe to this channel and really listen. There are a lot of people talking a lot of fluff out here on these YouTube streets. But I'm out here because I really, truly want to see you win. And that's the only reason I'm showing up over here. Because my money is being made on different platforms. But I got y'all over here.